Okay, hello. Hopefully this is we're good to go now with this. So hey guys, it's Esquilex. Um, and what we are doing is we're playing EU4 again, as what you might suspect. And we have some. Hold on. Let's see. Press the issue with Paderborn. Mm. We'll settle the issue because I don't want to I wish not to Bremen, Hamburg, and Brabant. Bremen, Hamburg. Okay. We'll see. We'll see how this works. Um. So anyway, hey guys. So we're back. We're playing EU4 again. And we're continuing our wars of aggressive expansion. Um. And truth be told, it's not going to be easy. I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, it is going to be easy, but the hardest thing is sort of like holding on to what we kind of already have, right? And what I mean by that is not. I don't mean that in terms of defense and trying to defend uh, our possessions, but I mean in terms of what are we going to do to sort of like quash these rebels that are, you know, sort of becoming more and more of a threat, right? Because they are a threat, right? Like they seriously are. Um, yeah. We'll gain half a corruption, which isn't great, but we'll do what we can to root it out. Um, but yeah, so I mean, there's plenty of rebels that we gotta sort of deal with and work on. Yeah, I mean, there's just a whole bunch of them, and I don't. I mean, they're gonna be here for a while. To be honest, I mean, they really are gonna be here for a while. Um, so some of them are gonna be going away here pretty soon, but others aren't. Let's get improved local defenses. But yeah, others will not be going away anytime soon. Uh, okay, fabricate claim. We'll move some soldiers up to the border, and we'll increase army maintenance by the highest amount possible, and then we could withdraw you. And then we're still waiting a little bit for this to sort of happen. And then yeah, so as long as Brandenburg doesn't become allies of anyone anytime soon, then we'll be okay. Magdeburg is a little bit interesting because they're allies with only Saxony, actually. Okay. Well, okay, let's go to war Brandenburg first and conquer Brandenburg, because Brandenburg is going to be easy enough to control. And then let's hope that someone like Nuremberg decides that they wanted to do that. Oh, never mind. Nuremberg's allied with Saxony. That's an interesting alliance, actually. It is a really interesting alliance. Bohemia is with Nuremberg. So yeah, so this is a little bit of an interesting block actually over here that's kind of like formed. Yeah, I mean super interesting actually. But yeah, so we're gonna go to war with Brandenburg. I believe Brandenburg is pretty, I don't know, it's a little bit weak. And then we'll fabricate a claim on Lubeck, and then we'll withdraw from Lubeck, and then have someone fabricate a claim on Brabant, because this we're playing a grand strategy, guys. Trust me when I say this. We are playing a grand strategy here. There is an idea, Pomerania and Saxony. Okay, so Pomerania and Saxony, those are two very strong allies that they have in those two countries. Because I'm not gonna lie, our ability to sort of go forth is being a little bit checked by countries like Brabant, countries like Saxony, countries like Bohemia, and then Denmark. We don't want to push into Denmark. I don't like. I particularly don't care about going in and fighting against Denmark. Like, I really don't. Brandenburg, yeah, only has 2,000. What you see is what you get right there. So. So we could go ahead and declare war, and then that should be fairly easy. Oh, whoa, they just got a 2-star general, like, right away. Actually, that's honestly kind of a little bit of BS. But we won that anyway. Yeah, that's a little bit of a BS there, from being honest, but whatever. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Oh, and we could, because they don't have an army, we could go ahead and mothball forts. If we don't have to worry about that right now. So yeah, we could go ahead and mothball forts. Oh, Bohemia's at war. Who are they at war with? Augsburg and Austria? Oh, they're at war. Oh yeah, wow, look at this. Look at Bohemia. Yeah, I'm telling you, the Holy Roman Emperor, he's weak, man. He's weak. He's the Karl the First is not a strong emperor. His empire is crumbling all around him, and there isn't too terribly much that can be done for him. Would they accept that? They would accept that, but we're not gonna give it to them. Okay. Okay. So I mean, again, easy war. You know, we knew what was going to be. The emperor is going to declare it. He's going to want it back, but we're going to say no. And we're going to take another province. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and disband our military and send them back home. Yeah, I mean, well, they're primarily at war of Salzburg. If I could find Salzburg. The Emperor's going to want it back, but we're going to say no, because, quite frankly, there's nothing that he could do about it. I mean, like, there legitimately isn't anything he could do about it. Converting, so one of the issues is that we're expanding into sort of Protestant territory. And so, whoa, the Protestant Reformation really spread quickly, didn't it? Okay. So that's not, like, here, if we pull it up again, see, these areas are Catholic, so we're pretty much always expanding into the territory of we'll get tolerant of heretics. Yeah, okay. I mean, there's really not in a crazy amount we could do. We're gonna work toward getting this once we get that up. So we don't really have too much we're gonna be spending our diplomatic power on right now, so we could probably use that for other things. We would, if we go to war with Lubeck, we would get a lot of support from a lot of other people. So I think going to war with Lubeck would be a winnable war. This wouldn't be it'd be difficult, but it'd be possible. But we're not gonna go to war right now because, quite honestly, I'm a little bit I think we should try to stop. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. Because personally, I think I would like it if we could try and stop. Oh, the Commonwealth did form. The Commonwealth did form. The Commonwealth formed quite recently. Soran. Where's Soran? I feel like they're not. Oh, here we go. Well, that should be easy enough conquest. Yeah, and these people, Denmark's pretty chill. I'm not gonna lie. Denmark are pretty relaxed. So we can make states. And then again with these. Needs to be 25. Yeah, it needs to be 25. Okay. What can we do here? No, we don't need to do anything else that's going to get us into more trouble. We just need to we need to have a time where we take a step back and how is Austria turning this around? How? I want to know. He has promised to protect the rights of the states. We're one of the larger nations now in the HRE. Interestingly. Which is kind of cool. Kind of interesting. And a lot of the people around us absolutely despise us. Most of them do. Not all of them. Some of them are kind of cool with us, but most of them dislike us. Which is to be expected. I mean, when you're going to war almost constantly, there's going to be people who aren't going to be too terribly fond of you. So we'll need to shore up our reputation with some of our allies to make sure that they remain loyal to us. And we may have to, I'm thinking, what we'll probably have to do is if we wanted to declare war on Saxony, I mean if you wanted to take Saxony's territory, right, it'd be really easy for us to do so because we just have to declare war on Mecklenburg. Mecklenburg is only allied with Saxony, and so we would go through that route and then conquer their territories that way. It wouldn't be ideal, but it'd be we could do it. It'd be possible. If we wanted to do it. Okay, Soren became a vassal. I don't know why they made them a vassal, but they did. Let's improve these relations and make them better. And then we'll see. Because the Commonwealth would be an amazing ally. Personally, I'd prefer France, but the Commonwealth would be a good ally too. Okay, and it seems like a lot of these are going down now because they're not the they're not as upset, which is good. So it seems like we're going to be running into some stabilization here pretty soon, which is always nice. So if that's the case, let's take inventory of what we have here, and we could probably begin a process where we try to begin building stuff for trade. Really? Okay, we'll do that then. I would love to be in alliance with them, though. I would, because I think, but at the same time, we'd have to break, let's see. We'd have to take one of our vassals. One of our vassals would have to because, you know, I'm just thinking about it, you know, in terms of you know, because I'm seriously just thinking about it, you know, in in terms of, like, I don't know. I was about to say, when did Lubeck go to war? Let me I mean, we could break an alliance with one of the people that we're with, but I think we'd probably be better off just I don't know. Like, because it'd be easier to annex these people into our, because their culture is the same and we wouldn't have to worry about anything. These people are Dutch, so it'd be a little bit more difficult, you know. Okay, they're at war with, like, states in the Americas. Yeah, I mean, so most people like us. Just the Dutch, or mostly Brandenburg and Brabant, don't really like us. Most other people are kind of okay with us. They're pretty cool, you know. Enact them. Sure. One of the things I am a little bit concerned about is that we don't have too terribly many forts. Um, we have a good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, hey, this is interesting. This is good. No, this is good. If rebels could start sowing the seeds of discord in wow, Salzburg had the opportunity to. Well, I don't even know where Salzburg is. Oh, Salzburg is here. Okay, never mind. Because I felt like Salzburg was winning that. I felt Salzburg was doing real well. That's fine. I don't care if we're going to war with Bremen. Bremen is allied with a lot of people, so I wouldn't want to go to war. Oof. Uh, improve relations. Action or separatists. Frankfurt's a free city, I think. Yeah. Whoa, our thing with Venice is going up considerably. With Bosnia. Hungary's at war with Bosnia, France, and Bohemia. France is at war with Hungary, Corsica, Mutana, and Venice. Interesting. We'll start building a spy network because it looks like things might be turning south for them. Even though I probably really won't be going to war. Things are certainly interesting. Bohemia is requesting. Yeah. I'll give it to them. Brabant's at war. Well, Burgundy's at war with Aachen and Bohemia. Wow, Bohemia's in 3 wars now. Jeez. Who are their allies? Bosnia. Oh wow. Yeah, I mean, if there was a time to invade Bohemia, now would definitely be that point in time. literally the same, except one's a little bit cheaper and a little bit older. Okay, all soldiers on me. Oh, that's not good. Oh boy, that's even worse. No one's declared war on us, hopefully. But there's some crazy shit going on right now, though. So Saxony declared. Okay, so Liege is. Okay, the game literally just went to shit right now. No, I mean not for us, not necessarily. I mean, okay, yeah, we have a problem, but like, I mean, relatively speaking, we're dealing with a pretty small problem right now. Like there's other things right now going on in this game that are pretty insane. And yeah, I mean they are legitimately pretty insane. Okay. Okay, where's our? Okay, so they got sent all the way back here. You guys need to come here. I'm gonna call a diplomat. Oh, well. There we go. Clone took care of the problem for us. But that doesn't mean there aren't other rebels that needs to be dealt with. These rebels definitely need to be dealt with, and then we only have enough for one more, so we'll see what happens soon. I'm just seeing who we could declare war on and kind of like get away without their allies coming to aid them. And to be honest, there aren't too many places that we could declare war. Yeah, everyone would come in and support. Like even if we declared war in Saxony, like all of Saxony's allies would come to support. If we declared war on Mecklenburg, I doubt Saxony would come to support. Ogdenburg would come in. You see, that actually might be doable. That actually might be doable. Especially if we build a spy network. So, okay, so we'll do that for now. And then let's see where these rebel uprisings happen. Denmark's at war with Estonia. Whoa, a 2-star general. Okay. And typically I don't do this unless we're going to declare war on someone. But we can't even grant generalship. That's a pretty leader, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, this sucks, man. This really sucks. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, we're not. It's not like we're in like this really awful, terrible situation right now. It would just be nice if our vassals would come and aid, and help out. But you know. Now they come and help. Austria broke. Bavaria broke their alliance with Austria. I'll be honest, I don't even really know what's happened, because I'm trying to find territorial changes and I don't find any. Maybe I just haven't been paying enough attention. I probably haven't been paying enough attention because I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's at war with who anymore. We'll be here for when Lumberg fires, and then we'll literally be right there to prevent it from, like, you know, happening too much. Yeah, so these Brandenburgian separatists from Adolf von Quitzow, Quitzow, or whatever, are pretty much going around Pomerania and kind of going to mess things up. And they spawned in our territory, and yeah, there's plenty of trouble being spread around these regions here. So it's kind of interesting. Pomerania may collapse actually now because of all this nonsense that's going on. And Bohemia is somehow staying remarkably intact, I must say. So two different separatists that... What do you guys want? Lemberg will become a free nation. Okay. So there's two separatist groups in here that want the same thing. Okay, that did not happen in the place I thought it would happen at, but... Okay. We won. It's okay. Laurenburg, Lüneburg. Oh, hey, look at this. This got to really high levels. I haven't fabricated a claim like this in a long time. Okay, there we go. I knew they were going to go to war with the Ottoman Empire eventually. I knew it. It was going to happen. It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. I told you guys. I was like, you know what? The Commonwealth, if the Commonwealth forms, they're going to go to war with the Ottoman Empire. And look, they're going to war with the Ottoman Empire now. And it's just, look, Crimea, the Commonwealth, and Moldova. Okay, fine, they're going to war over the Crimea. So it's not really like the Commonwealth going to war. But, like, still. Like, the Commonwealth just don't have strong allies. Like, they have Crimea, Moldova, but Moldova are like a vassal, and then they have what, Riga, I think, and Riga's Württemberg, yeah, Rita and Wittenberg, whatever. Like it's like whoa, dude, like seriously. Why are you guys allied with Liège? Wait, hold on. Maybe we don't need these to actually happen. Okay, so if we wanted to, we could begin the process of annexation. Let's keep the possibilities open to us. Did Venice shrink? Oh my gosh. Look at the Ottomans. Look at the Ottomans. They're just rampaging over the Commonwealth. But we're okay with that. Hey, Oldenburg are at war, guys. Oldenburg are at war. France is at war. Oh wow, France must be in a really against a lot. Burgundy, Holland, Brabant, Baden, Oldenburg, and Savoy. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I hope someone comes in and becomes emperor and just dissolves the HRE and is like, no, the HRE is no more. By my decree, by my royal decree. And then, yeah. That would be interesting. Okay, Pomerania is... They have a set to be a rival. So now we're no longer going to try to become allies with them. We're now just going to sort of propagate a spare no expense. Yeah, let's get administrative power up. hopefully France wins this war. How? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Burgundy's at war with France and Austria? Because they're at war with Liège, and Liège is the ally of both France and Austria. Oh my god, wow, Liège, jeez. How'd you manage to pull that one off? It's interesting. It's very interesting. What does the estuary look like right now? Okay. Interesting stuff. We could, it is possible, declare war on Brabant. But Brabant would go with Great Britain though, and all that stuff. I've kind of given up on France because I'm just kind of like, France isn't probably going to be our ally anytime soon. Let's build stuff though, man. Like honestly, like let's build things of trade to help increase our trade power. I'm trying to think. Because we have the money, you know, like why not? Recall. What I'm hoping is that like they win this war against Burgundy and they force Burgundy to sort of like give independence to some of these states, like especially like Holland. That would be really nice. Wait, where is this? Oh, they want lower taxes? Okay, I'll send them on their way. Oh dear. Okay, so Burgundy got messed up. Okay, so let's see what's happened to Burgundy. So Burgundy still has Holland as a junior partner, but Holland seriously wants independence. And then they're still allied with, yeah. So it doesn't. I mean, the peace settlement certainly weakened Burgundy, for sure. Don't get me wrong. But other than Liège taking Limburg, it doesn't seem like it's done much. Well, I mean, obviously Liège took all of these other provinces from Burgundy, but in terms of affecting their allies, it doesn't seem like it's done too terribly much. So this whole region of the map has become quite interesting, needless to say. We'll reduce army maintenance once again. Yeah, we're never really going to have a strong navy, like, if we're being honest. Like, it's just not going to happen. That doesn't mean I don't want us to have a strong navy. Like, I would like it, but we just can't, we just need to accept, the fact that, like, we're probably not going to have a strong navy, right? Like, again, it doesn't mean we can't have a strong navy, because I think we can. It's just, you know, except one time I was playing a game, and I think it was like Cologne. Cologne was going around all of my neighbors, right, declaring war on them under like cleansing heresy. Like, they were going crazy. Like, it was actually insane. They were just declaring war on anyone. They were like, they got that powerful. It really was kind of insane. Um, okay, hold on. We are in a interesting position. Because if we could look at how many Saxony only has 8,000. And then if we could look at Maglenburg, we only has 7,000. So if we wanted to show province, declare war, Magdeburg, we could have Pomerania join us. No, but their technology though, our technology is just really bad. It's really poor. It's not, quite frankly, it's not as good as what it should be. It should be better. And when I mean it should be better, I mean it's like we really should be making an effort to improve that, but it just, it just isn't working. Recall then. It's okay. Alliance 50 Edge at this point would be a strong thing. are they at war? I'm just thinking, like, because all this happened and it's just really interesting now. Um, like, it really is. Um, taxation. I'm just trying to find places where, you know, we could sort of, like, increase these things and start, you know, trying to increase the amount of money we're going to be getting per turn. I mean, not per turn. Yeah. So I'm really trying to think about right now, and I don't know. Okay. The Ottomans are at war again with Bosnia, Venice, and France. Oh, jeez. Everyone went in to try and stop them from stop it from happening, and it just sort of happened. Yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it? Okay, so 17,000. This has to be stomped out. Okay, so they just took it. So that means this is no longer of concern. And we go to war with Riga and Hamburg. And Pomerania will be more than willing to assist us. And I think Hamburg's been pretty heavily... Yeah, and then Bremen is at 6,000, and then Riga, I mean, honestly, we probably don't even, I mean, we wouldn't have to worry, but, like, they wouldn't get here fast enough. Riga would be at 7,000. So I'm thinking it'd probably be a really easy war to win. But they're at 12. Ugh. Oh, hey. Would you look at that? A turn of fate. An absolutely crazy, bizarre turn of fate just happened. Like... That's just kind of crazy. Full annexation was demanded, and then they were returned by unlawful territory, and then they passed this act to discourage nonconformists by forbidding any form of religious assembly of more than 5 people of other than those approved by the established church. And what is the established church? What are they? What's their majority religion? I don't know. Oh, they're Protestant. Okay, yeah. Let's get them. Fine. Finally, at long last, Bremen has decided to weaken our enemies for us. And do you think for a moment that we're actually going to abide by Austria and like give back unlawful territory? No, you're insane if that's what you think is going to happen. Absolutely insane. As Polar Dash would say, insane in the membrane. Well, it's because Hamburg no longer has control of Hamburg. Like, Hamburg is a misnomer. Like, there's the country of Hamburg, and then there's the city of Hamburg. We conquered Hamburg, the city and the province. Whoa, hold on a second. Did I see that right? Oh, yes, Austria isn't even an elector. They're just... Wait, what? Why is Cologne backing Great Britain for the imperial throne? Is that even possible? Can you back someone else who isn't even part of the HRE for the imperial throne? Well, that's kind of crazy. Especially since we legitimately just decided to try and start getting on good relations with Austria. Fine, recall. France is at war. Who is France at? That's right, they're still at war with the Ottomans. I forgot. And the Ottomans are doing quite alright in there. Trust me, they're not going to be an elector for long. Okay, so look, they're an elector. And now they're not. There's one less elector now. Well, hey, look, the way I see it is that it's not my fault Bremen decided to make them independent. We could go ahead and continue to build a spy network in Bremen and Hamburg, Bohemia and Brabant, Allied of Saxony. Oh, it's really tempting. It's really tempting. I'm not gonna lie. It's really tempting. Bohemia. No. What do you think this is? Do you think we're just going to give it back? No. I'm not gonna give it back. You're crazy. You're insane, Bohemia, if you think we're gonna give it back. We're a growing power. Have they warned us? Munster subjects provinces. Munster provinces. Have claim rival heretic religion. Recall. Let's improve our relationship with Nuremberg. Even though Nuremberg doesn't like Pomerania, but that's okay. We'll try and improve it anyway. Just to get some people to stop disliking us. Even though, for the most part, most people are pretty okay with us. For the most part. The Papal States have announced us as their rival. Okay, it's whatever. It's okay. Hey, like I said, that's okay. You know? Wait, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? I already have a claim on them. Limburg became an independent country. How? How? Riga and Hamburg. No, I'm just saying because we go to war against them, it'd be an easy war. You know? Honestly, it would be. It would be a really, really easy war to win. Yeah, that's a really good leader. We're gonna wait on this a little bit. We're gonna wait. We could do this though. Hey, look, they diplomatically insulted us, and we can't really take that lying down. If we're being frank. Oh, we could just go to war with Mecklenburg and no one would care. Nobles, submission diplomat, they're making fools of themselves, which is probably expected, but what is worse, they're also embarrassing our country. Replace them. This would cost us 509. Could we get away with it? that's the question, is if we could. Let's wait a little bit and see. Let's fabricate a claim here. And then let's improve relations with these guys. Because they're only allied with Bohemia, and if Bohemia gets in a position to where they end up getting declared war upon them, which, if we're being honest, could happen, right? I'm not saying it will happen, but it could happen. You know, then we'll be in a position to capitalize on that, right? So 24,000 to, they would have around 20,000 as well. Well, actually no, they wouldn't. They'd have around, I don't know how many soldiers Riga has, but I can't imagine them having more than 10,000. So we'd have the superior numbers. Not greatly, but we'd have the superior numbers. Cities demand old rights. Urban dwellers have always existed under a different code of rules than the rural brethren, even in the same state. Just as monarchs looked to curb the privileges of nobles, they often tried to bring cities under more uniform rules and regulations. The cities often resisted these efforts. Deny old rights. Accept. We'll accept. We want to become a more enlightened people, of course. You know, we don't want to be, a people of savages and whatnot. Like we want to be enlightened. And I think part of that enlightenment, in a way, right, means us, taking a step back and saying, hey, uh, okay, let's see. France. Okay. I know we have too many. I'm just trying to think of who we could diplomatically bring in. I'm thinking Utrecht, but also maybe not Utrecht. I don't know. Well, I'm trying to see, is there one that allows us to have more diplomatic relations? Yeah. So we'd have to think Denmark, France, Cologne, and Pomerania. Cologne's allied with Great Britain, and I mean, Pomerania are still a good ally of us too. Oh, they just lost their military. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And our vassals are loyal too. Like, they don't have a very high liberty desire. You know, like they're pretty content, it would seem. So, yeah. I mean, hey, look, how many times do we have to take out Lundberg? How many times do we have to take them out? That's a serious question. It's a question that I think we should consider, right, with great interest, because the fact of the matter is they keep coming back and back and back, right? And quite frankly, this is unacceptable, right? We cannot accept the reinstatement of Lundberg as a state, right, as a country, right, as an independent nation, even if they're under the Holy Roman Empire. We cannot. And the reason why we cannot is, quite frankly, because they would just grow and expand and expand and expand, and we just cannot allow that to happen. Also, one of the things about if we take this is that they will be we'll have a port into the Baltic Sea. So it's part of the benefit of being here. Um, hey, I mean, the way I see it is we have a claim on this province, so. Okay. Everyone disband and return home. the war has been completed. And the nice thing about being allies of France is that Bohemia is going to have to think twice if they want to declare war on us if we continue to aggressively expand, right? So look, you see, like I said, I'm just trying to be practical here. You know, I'm not trying to be any more than just practical, right? There's practicality involved in this, right? There's simply, you know, things that, you know, we're like, okay, hey, this is what we need to do, right? And now we have a coast in the Baltic Sea, right? In the South Baltic Sea, right? We have ports, we have ports, we have ports, we have ports. How does this affect trade? Well, now we're pretty decently involved in the trading here, so yeah, so it's interesting. It's interesting. Hmm. Lubeck is allied with Bohemia. Literally, Bohemia is allied with everyone. Like everyone around us, Bohemia is allied with, which sucks. But Venice is undergoing a complete revolt by Catholic zealots, and they're working hard to try and fight it back. And I'm surprised the Venetian Balkans have held on for as long as they have, and even the Knights as well. Like typically by now, you know, things are pretty stagnant, but nope, they've been uh, they've been pretty good. So Mecklenburg, Nuremberg. We could probably win this war. Clone. Pomerania goes to war with us. I don't know, but I'm probably gonna end it there. It's 5 o'clock my local time, so thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, we didn't do anything too terribly crazy. I mean, we did expand further in this direction. And we only really added 2 provinces. Actually, wait, no, we added Oldenburg as well. So we only really added about 3 provinces um, around us. So, and most of the expansion has been eastward, actually, ironically enough. Um, it came online, and I came on today, and I was thinking, like, okay, how am I gonna go to War of Brabant, you know? And then that just didn't end up working out. And I was like, how am I gonna go to Saxony? And then that didn't work out. But other things have been working in our favor, though. Seriously, the other things have been working in our favor, so that's good. Um, and yeah, we'll just continue playing, and we'll see if one day we end up capturing Lubeck, and then going to War of Bremen, and you know, these small states over here they're not thorns in our side. I mean, they kind of act as buffer states, actually, if you think about it. Um, you know, um, they really do act as buffer states. So we'll see what happens, and yeah, and we'll have to annex one of these vassals. We'll have to annex one of them. I don't know which one we'd want to annex. I'm still trying to think about it, because there's pros and cons. I mean, these guys are 14 technology, these guys are 13. I'm thinking about culture, I'm thinking about religion as well. You know, what's the unrest like? You know, Pomerania. The Commonwealth. Let me hold on. Let me see. Pomerania is 13. Commonwealth's only 19. Commonwealth is huge. Okay, I'm gonna get off, and I'll deal with this nonsense later. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys around next time, and I'll think about this, and yeah. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys later. Thanks. If we could find it. Okay, bye.